find a way, all your brain will be working on how to raise the money, right? So that's the same way I want us to take this, so that we can have a fantastic way to end the year. Invite as many people as possible for this upcoming mega housing summit. As many people as possible. You don't want to hold back. Like the scripture will say enlarge the place of your dwelling. If the people you have ever invited before are just 10, increase it to times 10, make it 100. Or alumni, the club you belong, or everywhere, invite them en masse, let them join, let them register. Okay, very, very important. Okay, it is the only chairman video that has been sent. Please, my back-end people. No. It's not the only chairman.
It's the two that sent together.
Even my own too. Let them share it. Share it.
It's not only your own. I've not seen your own.
Oh, okay, Larry, they don't have my own. Put it on the groups, community managers group, please.
I've seen Dr. Mimi and
share it yourself. Don't send it to them. Share it with everybody. I think those even asked of it too. So let's share it as wild as possible, so that we'll be, in fact, use it as advert. Use it to invite as many people as possible. Okay, use it wide, near, up, down, as many people as possible. Okay, because events are very, very powerful. Events are very powerful. So we will share all the video again right now in all our communities, and let's take advantage of it. Put it on your status. Today is 9th. We have 15 days thereabout to the main event. 7 p.m. on the 25th is going to be live transforming. It's going to transform you as an individual, and it's going to transform your pockets also. We are putting products together, cooking products together that will change our financial story. So we don't want us to take this event like one of the events that I will be a participant. No. Your participation is important, but it's not as important as the number of people that you should invite. It should be one, bring 100 and keep all. That should be the mission. Each and every one of, how many of us are on this call right now? Larry, how many? I think we're over 20. 29 plus 3 of us in the boardroom, 4 of us in the boardroom right now. If 35 of us, each of us will bring 100 people, that's 3,500. And the truth is this, we all have capacity to even bring more than 100 people each. But most of the time, we are too ashamed to even post what we are doing. That's the truth. Most of the time, we are too ashamed to post it. One of the richest men in Nigeria, Femi Odetola, he wrote a book. The book is about 20,000 naira. The way he was advertising the book, you would think they gave him targets. This is a billionaire in dollars. Because his daughter wants to do a wedding, went to buy a house in Dubai. And I don't know who is on this call that is already at that level yet, but if he can be advertising a 20,000 naira book as if he has target, he will do dancing. When you carry the book, he will be doing dancing. He will be posting. He will be doing everything. All the children, key person of influence. We have been taught that man practicalize what it means to be the key person of influence. So carry your product on your head. So the mandate we have is that in the next 15 days, carry this event on your head as if your life depends on it. Because your financial life actually depends on it. And if you do this, right, one thing I can assure you, you do this, give it with measure of intensity for the next 2 weeks. Your story cannot be the same financially. There is no way. In 1st of March, we had the Global Wealth Creation Summit. Those that took it serious, their financial trajectory for the remaining, in fact, some people are still eating commission from the event of 1st of March. There is a job commission till now. So that's the way I want to welcome you today. Today is not smiling at all. We are welcome with bass. So please, let's do well to do that. I think we are sharing the video again. So to all the community, so please make sure you post, share it, post it. All your WhatsApp groups, post it there. That the any WhatsApp group that gave you permission to post it there. And we'll see all of us on the 25th of October. And that room, we want that room to be heavy that day. Okay? Very, very important. So let's hand over to OC as it continues on our series this afternoon.
As they are sharing, let them also
Thank you very much, Mr. Okpe. You practically took that away from my mouth, and I'm glad you already covered that ground. A lot of times people don't know there's a law called the law of cause and effect. That law states that everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. That's the law of cause and effect. In life, everything happens for a reason. Whether you are conscious of it or you are not conscious of it, everything happens for a reason. And then the converse interpretation of that law is that nothing happens without a reason. Nothing happens without a reason. Whether you can see it with your physical eyes, you can hear it with your physical ear or not, is irrelevant. Whether your five senses can recognize it or not, everything happens for a reason. And in this business, there are things that we have studied, we have recognized, even because even as an organization, we too have tested many things, right? Some worked, but because we did not even track the things that were working, right? We didn't repeat them. So we kept innovating until one day we asked ourselves, okay, let us even find out all the things we have done these years that we have been doing business. How many of these things has produced results for us? And then we started itemizing them one after the other. And we said, why have we not left all this and then start chasing what other people are trying to do, right? And we stuck with it. And we have seen that the same thing, you see, I say it all the time. Pattern is the predictor of future. Pattern is the predictor of future. If you can describe and you can track exactly what works in the past, you can almost literally predict what will happen in the future. And this is so important. Success is scientific. Like they say, success leaves clue, failure also leaves clue, right? So it's important to identify those patterns. Pattern recognition is extremely important. It's one of the important things that we need to be teaching people in school, all right? And it is the secret of most successful people, right? Even when there seem to be um, uh, um, um, obvious failure, conspicuous failure, when you meet a successful person, he will tell you he has discovered how not to do it. My mentor will say that, you did not fail. You only paid school fees, right? That's a perspective, okay? And this is so important. So please, for all of you who are on this call, this event that is coming is going to be a not just a lifesaver, it's going to be a game changer for your personal um, finance. So I want to welcome you all once again. I hope I did not talk too much. So just simply copy your link, promote this thing, get as many people. I'm glad that he said it. One of my friends, one of my billionaire friends said to me one day, we're just gisting general issues, and then he brought this matter up. He said, but he doesn't understand how people know how to beg shamelessly, but they find it difficult to sell, to market shamelessly. You have no shame to beg me for money, but you have shame to promote, to hawk your products, to post. You are ashamed. I mean, I don't understand. So if you know anybody that is in your team, within your community, this is the time when enough of complaining about the things we cannot change. Enough of that. We have complained too much about, I saw a video this morning of a Nigerian guy talking about the Philippines. And say, now if you are in Nigeria, you say that your country is the poorest country in the world, blah, blah, blah. He said, look, this is Filipino. See how terrible, see how horrible their living condition is. We have worried and complained so much about the things we don't have power to control. And we have left the things we have power to control unattended to. The struggle will continue, right? So please, let's take advantage of what I've shared. I don't know if I made sense. Please let me know if I made sense, if I made some sense. And then if I'm sounding stupid, forgive me. So, because occasionally all of us can manifest some stupidity occasionally. So if it is stupid, forgive me. Let me try and see if I can go through my notes and speak some sense, at least from my notes. The one I spoke from my heart. If it is stupid, I'm sorry, forgive me. And let me say this: there are those of us. I love it the way Mr. Okpe said it. He said you should you should get this done. Not in exact words he said it, but you should get this done so something is watching. And that's the reality. Listen, let me say this. There are those of us who we know what we are chasing. But the reality is that many of us also know what they chase us. But if something is chasing you and you are not chasing something, it's terrible. So, anyways, so we continue our series on scaling your income as a realtor. Among many of the things, this event, for example, is one of those ways. The beautiful thing about our events is that it does two things, and I need to tie that to this event because we are in the last 2 weeks or so to this event, and it's important that whatever it is you have not done before, right, or before now, you want to intensify that effort. Let me advise you: don't sell anyhow. Don't sell land. Don't promote land. Don't promote house. Don't promote anything. Just promote this event. Let it be said that sorry, what is going on? What is happening? Do you understand? Let that be your priority. Drag as many people in there from your church, from your alumni association, from every quarters. Tell people, please register for this event. You don't want to be told that that what happened at this event and it is free. Just registration is required. Okay. And then copy your link. Make sure that they use your link to register. Now, one thing we have noticed with our events is that when people register, right, when people attend our events, there are two things that happens with our events, and this is certainly not going to be an exception. One is that people have the opportunity, to become your partners, to become your team members, all right, to become part of your team or community, right, which is a fundamental requirement for scaling your income. But aside that also is the opportunity for people to buy from you, which is customer acquisition. So there's customer acquisition, there's recruiting activity that also goes on in the same event. So you are implementing everything we have shared between since the beginning of the year or so, and what we are sharing now. So if you get enough people into the room, you'll be using one stone to keep multiple birds. Am I communicating here at all? So I felt I should mention that so that people realize that, okay, this is an opportunity. That's why we're not hosting Realtors Connect on that day, because that day ought to be Realtors Connect as well. So, but that day, we're not doing Realtors Connect. So last week, I continued by looking at recruiting intelligence, the formidable strategy for building a team, or the strategy for building formidable teams. And we defined what recruiting is. I don't want to go into that. Then we began with, why do you need to recruit? A wise man once said, Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory said, when purpose is not known, he said abuse is inevitable. When you understand why, it helps. A lot of times people don't do things because they don't know the why. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. The first reason why you need to recruit, and not even you must recruit. Right? Someone told me about, he said he has heard for many years, they say, come up with your to-do list. He said he comes up first with his must-do list. Must-do list. The one that anything can fail, but this one, I must do it. And there are things like that. It's part of my own routine. It's part of my daily ritual, right? Please, if we can encourage the current RMP to also join this program, it won't be a bad idea, please. It won't be a bad idea, and it won't be a bad idea at all that we share this with them and encourage them to join this meeting. Okay, so why recruiting? We said number one is the cheapest way to resolve all sales bottlenecks and challenges. All sales bottlenecks and challenges. Sales can be can take time, but one of the ways to boycott that process, to shorten the conversion timeline, is through recruiting. That and there are a lot of bottlenecks. Part of the challenges are, all sorts of news You know, in this age of social media, everybody is a newscaster, everybody is a podcaster, everybody is a broadcaster, everybody is a content creator. So sometimes you're not even sure which one is the authentic news. You know, I stumbled on a video the other day, and the person made an assertion that was scary. So I immediately forwarded that video to a very, notable friend, technocrat, solid guy, to pick his brain and to confirm what this person is saying. I said, because the moment I sent it to him, it was too early in the morning, and I felt he might not be awake. So I started doing the research, even though I sent it to him. I started doing the research immediately, and the research I did showed that assertion was incorrect. As soon as I was done with that, I just saw his voice note dropped, and he was lambasting the guy, saying, why won't people fact check? Fact check what? And so please, anything you are doing on social media, any information, anybody you are following, make sure you fact check what they are saying. Don't just run with it. And there's a lot of misleading information right now, right, online. And so we need to be very, very careful. So one of those key things is that, and that is stifling the sales process. So, but one of the things that softens the sales process and shorten the sales conversion timeline is recruiting. So somebody would know somebody. I've shared this with us before. There's a principle called the 3 to 6 degree of separation. And that principle simply states that you are 3 to 6 people away from your next major breakthrough. Somebody who knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Period. So you are just 3 people, maximum of 6 people away from your next major breakthrough. And that is what happens when you build a team. That's what happens when you, even in spiritual dimension, on a spiritual dimension, right? You need more than yourself. I shared with us in the beginning of this particular series, a video that Pastor Poju shared, that if you live this life alone, you will fail, you will fall by default. That's what some of us have chosen to do, and it's unfortunate. It's like the more we talk about, even this morning I was telling myself, I said, okay, what am I going to say again that I have not already told these people? And this was the inspiration that came. If you attend these classes and these sessions, please go back and listen to it again. Go back and listen to it again. Listen to it with your inner ear. Are you following me? Listen to it with your inner ear. Go and listen to this series. A very dear brother, I was even amazed, I was humbled, really, shared with me yesterday or in the middle of the night, so sent a message to me. He had just read my book, Financial Freedom Master Guide. And in fact, he said how he wished he read this book when it was released in 2021. That many of the dimensions and the step he took, he would never have taken it. And I'm particularly humble because I know him and I have great respect for him as well. What is my point? My point is, because it is coming free does not mean it is cheap. By the way, you've already paid to be in this team anyway. So maximize all the resources. Go watch it again and again. So when you recruit, it helps you to resolve all sales bottlenecks and challenge. I told us about the power of a complimentary card. If somebody offers you, if Otedola gives you a complimentary card and signs at the back, or Dangote signs a complimentary and give it to you, and say, any of these parastatals, go there and tell them you are from me and give it to them, or go and meet so and so governor, and if you show it to any of his aides, security aides or personal assistant, and you show them this, they will give you access. And it gives you $10,000 and it gives you option to choose between the two. Which one would you go for? Many people have gone for money instead of building network. Many people are working hard instead of building network. I told us, I don't know, okay, I've done all sorts of training, so my head is full. I don't even know where I've said it. There are 3 types of work, and the last 2 that I'm about to talk about now is what will give you advantage. Hard work. That's what most of us have been taught. That's the way we have been. That's the way we have been hardwired. Hard work, and it's important. Let's not deceive ourselves, right? Number two is smart work. That's the second. That's the second one, and that's number one of the last two I want to talk about. Smart work. Hard work most times is deploying muscle power. You are working from neck down. Smart work is working from neck up. Neck up. Is deploying brain power. And that's where the real wealth is created. All the things we are sharing here now is not from neck down, it's from neck up. You want to scale your income, don't joke with your brain power. And guess what? Guess what? There are a lot of guys who are in politics who have no hard work, but they have a lot of smart work. And part of their smart work is that they don't have enough sense, but they have enough sense to choose people that have better sense and bigger sense or better sense than themselves. That's even smarter. Because if you are so smart, you may think you can do things on your own. So they build a network, a repertoire of intelligent people around them. I mean, I don't know who was sharing this with me. Maybe it was Mr. Okbe. I don't know, because Mr. Okbe is a politician. You can tell from his diplomacy and brutality, silent, quiet brutality. I know I'm throwing jabs now, and they may sack me from this job now. So please help me beg ahead of time. So I was told that when those people, a lot of pastors have been encouraging people, join the political party, join the political party. So now people have joined political party. Technocrats, professionals have joined political party. But when they get into those meetings, is all these old people, they are all just gisting general issues, not issues that concerns the country, and they are discussing how they are going to share money, share biscuits, share food. That's what they are discussing in those meetings. So that's very irritating. And the person said that he noticed. I mean, I'm not sure whether it's Okpe that told me, but he said the person noticed that. Okay, yeah, I remember who said it now. I remember who said it. He said it was a friend of mine. I remember who said it now. I remember who said it. So he said in that meeting, he now noticed that they were deliberately, when they notice technocrats, when they notice intelligent people come into their midst, they know how to weary them and ensure that they don't come again. And so they will be discussing all the jargon, all the useless things that will irritate you, and then you will not show up again. He said it's part of the strategy. You see how smart these guys are? You see how smart these guys are? You are the one that went to school and they took away your intelligence from you and substituted it with you know so much book, but you know nothing about life. So this guy will play those cards, and then so the guy said he left the political party. He said he was a card carrying member. He said, but when he felt like it was a waste of his time and all of that. So he was speaking to his pastor, and his pastor said, no, when you go to Rome, you behave like Romans. When you're among Jews, you behave like you behave like the Jews. So you are accustomed. If they don't wear suits to that meeting, you will notice that all those guys now, they wear native. They talk, so you may not need to talk rasp, but look like them. Feel comfortable, they will be putting you inside meeting. That's how all the people that that are very intelligent, that went to school, that's how they gain their space in. Because none of us will vote for any of those guys. But they are the afobaje in this country. Is somebody following what I'm talking about? This is what they call cultural intelligence. But what is the point I'm trying to make? They leverage their smart work, and the cunning, their cunning device is that they will leverage other people's smartness, right? And that way they move to the third phase of work, which is network. Did you get the 3 layers now? hard work, smart work, hard work. So if you want to scale your income, don't terminate your operations at hard work. I did a lot of that, and mo fẹ́ kú. In fact, I pride myself on hard work. Listen, I can tell you this for free. The wealthiest are not the most hardworking people you know. They have a strong work ethic. It's not the same thing as hard work. Strong work ethic means that you have timelines, you have a sense of urgency, you have a sense of duty, you have a sense of purpose, you have a sense of direction, you know what counts, you know when it counts, you know how to distract your distractions and focus on your focus. That is work ethic. It's entirely different. But when you have good work ethic, you would also know how to deploy your own brain, how to leverage other people's brain, how to leverage other. That's where network comes in. Do we understand what I'm talking about? So in this business, you must learn how to deploy, how to learn, how to pick other people's brain, how to pick other people's. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, all the things I've said so far now it's not in my notes. So, but I hope you got something. So we mentioned that why do you need to recruit? It helps to multiply your useful and productive hours per day. And I gave an illustration last week, and I think that was where I stopped. And I don't want to go into that. That most of us have 8 hours, productive hours. Even though some of us we work 12 hours, there's always work to be done. I think it was Dr. David Oyedepo that said he works an average of 16 hours per day, right? So they load themselves with work. But one of the ways they multiply that work, that productive hours, is by recruiting other people, so more than themselves. The vision may start with you. This is your team. This is your business now started with you. But you need more than you to grow it. That's what recruiting is about. If you must multiply your productive hours per day, then you need of a necessity to reproduce and recruit other people. Number 3, we said it increases. Okay, this is where we got to. So number 3, it increases your power exponentially. It increases your power exponentially. It is called the power of 2. Why do you need to recruit? It's what we're looking at. Why do you need to recruit? You want to build a team. Why must you do it? Why should you do it? Why must you do it? Because it increases your power exponentially. Haven't you noticed that whatever it is you multiply by 1 remains the same? But whatever you multiply by 2 changes form and shape. 1 billion multiplied by 1 is 1 billion. 100 million multiplied by 1 remains the same. Anything you multiply by 1 remains the same. But the moment you multiply by 2, it changes shape and form. You multiply by 3, it goes to another level. You multiply by 4, moves to another level. The compound effect of recruiting is endless, is limitless. If your growth in this business has been arithmetic, has been on arithmetic progression, it's time to take it to the next level. And not just geometric progression now, but even exponential progression. When you are recruiting and all the team everybody within your team are also recruiting, it's exponential. When you are recruiting, it's geometric. When the people in your team are recruiting, it's exponential. Oh my goodness, this one has fresh revelation. No? Somebody get what I just said now? Please, if you are getting something, please type yes. Type yes if you are getting something, if this is making sense. Why should you recruit? It multiplies your presence in more locations per time. When you recruit, one of the reasons you should recruit is because it multiplies your presence. Multiplies your presence. And the beauty of this business is that everybody will see Lifepage, but they don't know who in Lifepage is extending their market. So with codes, with links, with personalized links, you are extended, you are expanding when you recruit. So you can be in tech. Now, I've given this illustration many times for those, especially those of you who are Christians. You have had it said before, in scriptures, where when Gehazi, when Naaman, the Syrian army general, who was leprous, came to Elisha for intervention, and Elisha just gave instructions. And bottom line, the point is that the instruction was that he didn't collect anything from him. He just told him, go and bath in the River Jordan. And the summary of the matter was that when the guy realized that the prophet wasn't going to come out, Prophet Elijah wasn't going to come out to talk to him, he felt insulted actually, initially. But his servant said, if he had told you to do something more demanding, wouldn't you have done it? Are you not the one that's looking for a solution? Hey, just go and do it now. Go and bath 7 times. Eh? Go and baptize yourself 7 times. And then the man, he did a call and then left. So he didn't ask for any money. He didn't ask for any, he didn't merchandise the anointing. Cut long story short, his servant, Elisha's servant, called Gehazi, ran after him, the Syrian army, and said, in fact, the moment you just left, some delegates came from the palace or from the from royal palace, and we needed some things to entertain them. And then, so my master said I should come and collect the gift you brought. That was not a message I was sent to him. But guess what? By the time he showed up, Elisha asked him, did my spirit not go with you? Did my spirit not go with you? Not did my body go with you? So every one of us, right? Every one of us have the capacity, spiritually speaking, you can. So if you are not in your home right now, right? If you're not in your home right now, you can go into your kitchen. In fact, wherever you are right now, you can go to other places, but it's not your body. You can't appear everywhere, bodily speaking. But you can enter your room. Mr. Akpeyoya, enter your room in your house. Go to your bathroom. Enter your kitchen. Go and open the fridge. Bring out ice cream. Go and, do you understand? So you can do that spiritually only. But the only way you can actively engage in this physical realm, in this terrestrial realm, is by physical presence. And one of the ways that you can be present in multiple locations is through recruiting. Is somebody following me at all? I'm telling you what is working for me, what is working for Mr. Okpe, what's working for most of us. In fact, many of us who are doing really great in this business, that is the secret. A lot of people, you know what I found? A lot of people who are very talented, who are very gifted, often discount this idea. And part of the reason why you struggle with it is because you are seeing it as from the standpoint that it's going to benefit you alone. You are not seeing it as how it's going to impact the lives of people. I think, I don't know where I shared it, but one of the things I found out is, rather than set how much money you want to make, which is not a bad idea, set how many people you want to empower. I think it was on this platform too I said it. How many millionaires do you want to raise in your team? So when you have presence in multiple locations because you recruited, it further extends your reach and multiplies your results. Isn't that what you're looking for? I was talking with a friend over the phone yesterday, and the guy said something that was very powerful. He said everything he has done that has succeeded globally has been because he collaborated. He said he has always believed 1% of something is better than 100% of one. 1% of something of 100 is better than 100% of one. He said because all of us will bring in something that him alone would not have brought. So he was actually inviting me to join something that he wanted us to do and all of those things. So let me see if I can wrap up with this. One other reason why you should recruit is it gives you cheap access to unknown market space, and this is extremely valuable. I've said it time and time again. One of the greatest advantages that being a realtor gives you is understanding the route to market. Market intelligence is one of the greatest advantages. So that even if at any point in the future you choose to also be a developer, you know how to acquire customer, you know how to manufacture demand. So recruiting gives you cheap access to unknown market space. So I don't know anybody in this office, but I have recruited somebody who knows someone in that office. Is that not access? Or I have recruited the person who controls everybody or who have access to all the people in this room. That is business. That's what this recruiting is about. All this when you are knocking on doors and they are giving you a lie and they are giving you, is there a lie? What do they call it now? They are giving you. Give me the word now. What's the word? Aha. Aha. When they are giving a lie, you can bypass protocol when you do this, when you recruit. It gives you cheap access. Cheap access. I heard of a particular club in Nigeria where to join the club, you need to submit an application with 2 referrals of people who are already members with 50 million membership fee to join the club. And there are people who have submitted application 2 years. They are yet to be admitted into the club. You have no idea. See, everybody is not suffering. No. They just know something that majority of us do not know. I'll rest my case. Next week, I'll share with you when do you recruit? When do you recruit? And we'll take it up from there. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Akbar.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. So if you want to celebrate, let's celebrate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to echo what Mr. Obafemi said. As soon as Osi said everybody is not suffering, he said yes. As soon in as much as he knows that Osi is not suffering, he too is not suffering. Okay, that's why in life, if you don't know where you are going, just follow those that know where they are going. So you get to a destination that looks like where you are going.
As long as it's ending somewhere and I'm ready with him, I'm okay.
So thank you very much, Josie. Thank you for always pouring out your heart to us. I will start this announcement also with another reminder of the Mega Houses Summit happening on the 25th of October 2025. Right? It's going to be massive, and I want to encourage everybody, please register your wife, register your fiancé, register your children. They are not too young. Anybody that can ask you for money, go and register them. Anybody that has bank account to see alert, go and register them. It's about the future, so that you can have peace of mind. Go and register them. In fact, you can put caveat there. This registration is the condition for the continuation of our relationship. If you don't register of budget 2K, if you don't register Please don't just have emergency need again in your life that will consider me. So that's the condition. Because you see sometimes there's this.
Thank you for that.
Like
I'm going to do a broadcast on that.
Information on info. Info. It's not a rhyme, it's the truth. See, what you don't know it. You will be suffering, you will be dying inside ignorance. Because most of the people I think having urgent 2K, they have 2 eyes that can see, 2 hands that can walk. They know how to talk. In fact, they said that they talk too much. And they're very persuasive to collect that 2K from you. Okay, what do you need to be a successful realtor? So you understand? So sometimes it is lack of some information and self-belief, sometimes to self-belief. And so that's invite as many people as possible. And I have some couple of good news. We are repackaging all our communities for effectiveness. So that's one of the things that's why we have some of our community managers with us in the office today. We've had a very, very interesting meeting, and you are going to be seeing some action. All our communities, we are repackaging them for high efficiency and effectiveness. And you start getting, so the reason why I'm announcing this, because we are kickstarting it from today. So in case you can start seeing some action that is taking place in all those communities, is because of some of the, we want people to be very, very effective. Yes, some of you are in that community, you have never even done thumbs up before. Don't worry, we are coming for you. Okay, so that's that. So we want to welcome every of us. If today is the first time ever that you are joining us on a Thursday, 12 noon, for this Realtors Forum, please just go to the chat room and type new. In case you have questions, type your question. Mr. Moses Olarewaju Abubakar, just type your question. Because of time, we will not allow anybody to unmute. We have less than 12 minutes to go. So I will still need to do announcements. So type your question so that we'll read your question. Thank you very much. And also, we need to understand that every Thursday like this, we meet. And every first Thursday is our special Realtors Forum. So please, let's take note of that. Very, very important. Okay? Let's take note of that. Then also, our prospect that you are following up on. And also, there's the launch price of Obafemi Owode, Richland City Obafemi Owode, and Richland City Imota Ikorodu is still very, very active. And note that all these payment plans are 0 to 6 months. Okay? And currently, we have our real estate, the RMP that is ongoing. However, the opportunity is still very, very much available for those that want to register for the Real Estate Academy. And the Real Estate Academy is holding on the 1st and 2nd Tuesday of November. 1st and 2nd Tuesday of November, that is the November 4th and November 11th. And that's going to be the last Real Estate Academy for the year. So please, let's do well to invite anybody that wants to really hold their ground when it comes to real estate knowledge before they invest. So very important. And tomorrow, the real estate conversation continues. Tomorrow, real estate conversation continues. Please, let's also do well to invite all our prospects. And it's going to be an interesting session also tomorrow. Then, the RMP is currently ongoing, and that's the last cohort for the year 2025. So the RMP is currently ongoing. That's the Realtor Mentoring Program. So one of the things we are going to be announcing the details of what RMP is going to be looking like from year 2026. It's going to be taking another different turn entirely, and it's for more efficiency. We believe that we can reach out to more people. We believe that we can reach out to more, touch more life, because a lot of people's lives have changed through this RMP. The format we are using right now, we've done it for about 3 years consecutively, and we just want to tweak it a little bit for more effectiveness. And we are going to be giving us more details ahead of the 2026 calendar. I can see that some of our questions are coming in. Please, let's keep dropping all those questions. And please note the following, right? Most likely, some of us, in fact, not most likely, all our community members, you are going to be called. So please save our official number 0906,05747 and 0906,05737. It's not a, when you get a call from us, don't miss it. Please pick the call, okay? Because it's part of the reform that is going to happen at our community level. You might not get a call today, it might be next week, it might be upper week, because we have thousands of people that we are going to be calling, okay? So, and also note that our Fidelity Bank account is our major account for land and housing transaction. So let's remind all our customers. Some already have in fact, some of you already know the Zenith Bank account offhand. Okay, so please, let's do well to make sure we have that Fidelity Bank account available in case somebody wants to pay for something in terms of land or housing. Let's furnish them the Fidelity Bank account. For any other, for RMP, for Real Estate Academy, all the other accounts are still relevant. But for land and housing transaction, let's just stick with this Fidelity account because of quick acknowledgement. The Fidelity response better. Let's go to all the questions and look at all the questions we have for today. Okay, so let's start from the top. Please, I have a question. Okay. No. I think that's the only place there's question. How can I form a team of my own, or what link can I use to invite people into my own team? Okay, so Mr. Moses Olarewaju Abubakar. I think OC is here. OC, we can't see you again. But let me answer your question while OC come also up also. So for you, see, everybody in Lifepage, you have your own portal, your own user interface on your portal, right? If you don't know how to use your portal, we have a video on how to use portal. Maybe we should share the video again. Please, community managers, let's share it on all our community. Or ask for the video in your community. When we talk about community, basically we are talking about the WhatsApp group you are. Because there's a group you belong where you get information from, right? So that's the community we are actually referring to. Are we together on that? So please do well to reach out to that group. They'll send you a video on how to use your portal. So for instance, now this event, right? If you go to tribe.lifepage.com, in fact, I'm on my own portal because I want to copy my link. Okay, you will see email address.
Tribe.lifepage.ng.
Yes, tribe.lifepage.ng, not .com. Tribe.lifepage, please help me to drop it. Tribe.lifepage.ng. Okay, you will see your email address and your password. So for everybody that has been onboarded in Lifepage, you already have your login details. And if you need further clarity or you're having trouble connecting, just chat 0906,05747 or any of this number. But if you follow this process I'm explaining to you right now, right, it's very, very easy. Just go there, put in your login details. It will give you your interface. Interface, it shows product, event, your dashboard, basically, right? Even to your commission, to everything. It's all there. So you just go to event, copy the link of the event, and use it to invite people. People will automatically, anybody that you use your link to invite, they are automatically within your own ecosystem. So whether they buy, okay, or they become a partner, it's all accrued to your own efforts. And you get, I want to say ROI, you get overriding commission on, of course, when they buy. That's basically one of the ways you make money in Lifepage. I hope you get my explanation on your portal. So the same way there's a link for recruiting too. You copy that link for recruiting, do a video. Are you ready to make money with real estate? Use it, attach the link and send it to all of them. Okay, very, very important. Let's check the second. Also, do you want to add anything to it, sir?
Yeah, I've said it all.
Okay. So the second question. Come up, go up a little bit. Okay. So is there any way to see on the online portal those who have registered with our link for MHS like the previous portal, Mr. James? Lovett, is there a way? Lovett, can you please, let me confirm. But yes, there should be a way to see it. The list of registrant under you, yes. Please, yes. Lovett, help me to answer that question, but I know there should be a way.
Yes, there is a way.
There is a way. So as soon as people register, just refresh your portal, it will show the list of people. Maybe you've not opened your portal of recent. I know that there was a time. Maybe you don't have a registrant yet. Okay. So we know what we will do. What we will do again. Because one of the things I realized that reminder is key. Love it. Let's do a short video, a very short video on how people can pick their link for this event. Oh, this is specifically for this event. And where it will show the name of people that have registered with that link. Let's just do a small screen recording, like from our phone, so that we can post it in all the community. Love it, help us to do that. Yes, exactly. Mr. Olaniran Olaleye has answered the question. But love it, please help us to do that video too, so that it can help people to know how to do it, because visual effect is very, very important. Larry, please scroll up. Larry. There's a last question. Okay, Mr. Moses Olariwaja, and also, sir, how do I know that those I have invited to my team with a link are already my downline? I think I just answered the question. It's the same thing, right? It's all in your portal. I think one of the things we need to play around with is the utilization of our portal, right? Utilization. Do you know that a lot of people don't even know how to use Gmail? Some people only, in fact, the reason why some people have Gmail account is because they are using Android phone and they need to open a Gmail to open, but the total utilization of that their Gmail, they don't know it. So because they are not familiar with it, so also with this portal, don't just go there and check which commission is hanging, because everybody know how to go and check where money is. Check how to use each of the items of the menu bars, okay? And I'm very sure that Lovett will be available, and Emmanuel, and then even myself, we can always walk ourselves through the process on how to use this portal. And our numbers are available. Reach out to us, especially on WhatsApp. We'll very, very much delight to answer questions. I think those are all the questions that we have for now. OC, any final words, sir?
You're giving the final word.
So, we have learned. This event is 2 weeks from now, and I mean, I can't wait for every one of us to succeed. It is very, you see, there was one thing that OC taught us many, many years ago. Sales always start from known to the unknown. The first set of people today, as we are talking now, as they hot for your body now, before the circumstances of Nigeria quench it, pick up this video, go to your portal, copy people that you know, and see what that's happened. For really tomorrow. Bye for now. Mr. Pafeme, the circumstances of the Nigeria quench it. Pick up the video. Go to your portal, copy. Sharp. Jesus Christ. Dami, please, I need water. Kọ́kọ́ lọ wo ọ́fíìsì mi náà, show mi wà lórí table mi bẹ́ẹ̀.
Nigeria in 2009, and it's still
Mr.
bringing income up.
Afẹ́mi
I'm happy to let you know
the circumstances of the Nigeria question
acquire cash flow.
pick up the video.